not going to last long, but you guys can probably guess what's in the box. And yes, I know I've been gone for a little while, but I'm back. So we've got it's a Sony. Well, I'm not going to tell you. Is it a Betamax? Yes. Is it a Sony? Yes. What's the model number? Not going to tell you. You guys are going to be surprised. This came in today, and when we get the kitty cats off the box here, we can open it up. But this beta machine just came in the mail. Came in today, this afternoon, I should say. But yeah, we're gonna unbox this thing, and we're gonna take a look at it and see what we got. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Get the kitties off the thing here. All right, I guess the kitty cats are gonna be in the frame. Come on, guys. You munchkin. You munchkin. Come on. Come on, munchkin. Come on, Jack. Oh, come on, twin. All right. Okay, munchkin. I know you want to get inside the box. All right. Let's see here. You know what I'm going to do here, guys, is cut the box here. Okay, here we go. I think I'm going to do it this way. I think this is how he's got it taped up here. Yeah. It's, looks like it's packaged well. At least on the outside. Let's see here. Might have to cut into the box here. Yeah, we're gonna get into the box here. Yeah, I can see part of it. I'll show you what it is here once we get the box open. This thing was sent in here. Okay, guys. Let's tear this son of a bitch open. Let's see, where else did he? See where I can cut in at. Here, let's get into There we go. I think I can get it out now. Got the side here. I'm sorry that this is being done on my phone, but I'm going live here. If I turn the phone, then it tends to go off here. So here we go. I'll tip the box up. Okay, sorry guys. There's the remote. Came with a remote. Here it is. Packaged well, which is good because they have to be well packed. Try not to tilt the phone. It keeps going off every time I do that. So this is a unboxing of a Sony Beta. I might as well go ahead and tell you the model number as soon as we get this bubble wrap off. This is, here we go. Try to get this off right here. This is a Sony SL-HF. Can you guys guess what model number? Sony SL-HF 500. Same as the 300. It was either the 300 or the 500 has 3 head. One of the models, I can't remember what model, but it might have been the 500 that had 3 head. But one of them, the difference is one of them has 2 heads and the other one has 3 heads. So if it's got 3 heads, it'll have good pause. I could be wrong too, because I'm not really sure, but I thought that either the 300 or the 500, one of those was like a 3-head model. Of course, I'll find out for sure when I take it apart, but here she is. And the remote's here, so we'll take a look at it. It's pretty nice shape. It's got a little bit of wear and tear on the top here. Looks like it just needs a good cleaning. Actually, I'm wondering if the paint has been scratched. Something has sat on top of this thing. So this is the 500 is nice. Okay, hey, well, I'll start reading some of these comments here. One says, what is this? Kim Brown, 3227 says hi. Hi, how you doing? Let's see, we got, hope I'm reading this right, but Rose with Vampire. What's bro doing? Maybe they're trying to say what's up, bro. Not much. How you doing? All right. Yep, unboxing. Yep, doing an unboxing. So, yeah, this will be on the channel for repair. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Got it off of eBay. Bought it off eBay for a little bit of money. So this is literally a Black Friday Betamax. Because this came on Black Friday. Isn't that cool? I actually ordered this because this was listed on eBay and it was listed fairly close to my house. It was like, I don't know, I think it was like probably less than 30 miles from my house. So I knew if the guy would ship it quickly. I think I bought it on Monday. Bought it Tuesday and he shipped it Wednesday, and by Friday I got it. Shipped it to UPS. So this is a Beta Hi-Fi. So this will go into my collection of betas once we repair it. Now, some of these machines, some of the beta machines, you could only preset 14 channels on some of them. Once I notice this plastic, will make this plastic shine again just by putting some Novus 3, 2, and 1 on the plastic here. Novus is a really good cleaner, polish. There's 3 different things that you can get from them. There's a cleaner / polish, and then there's a fine scratch removal, and then there's a heavy scratch removal. So I will do all 3, 3, 2, and 1 on this, and get this thing nice and spiffed up and make it, spit shine. Yeah, pretty nice. Actually, it looks like it's in pretty good shape, except for this little wear and tear on the top here. A little bit of discoloration here on the back. I've also got another. The cord is wrapped up into the plastic here. There we go. Well, I appreciate the seller shipping it so fast, and I do appreciate the fact that he shipped it very well. A lot of times I'll have packages where they're not shipped very well, and sometimes they'll get damaged because they're not shipped properly. But this is how you want to ship a Betamax. You want to have lots of bubble wrap around it, and you want to put, styrofoam in between the machine and the box so that it doesn't roll around or move around. And let's take a look at the remote. Now, the remote looked like it was in pretty bad shape, so it looked like it had batteries that had leaked, and you could tell that the connectors were actually corroded, the contacts for the battery. Let's see here. Try to do this one-handed. I think we got it. But this is the remote. And like I said, in the photos, it looked like it had quite a bit of contact. So including buying this thing and including all the shipping and everything, it was under $100. So I'm okay with buying. I usually don't like to pay more than $50 for a machine that's broken. And I typically don't want to pay more than about $60 to have it shipped. And he lived so close to me that's why I got it so quickly, because this guy lived so close to where I live. I know I'm not getting it out of the package fast enough, am I? The kitty cats, they're like, "What are you doing? Come on, get it out of there." This is his name is Chocolate. He's a Siamese. He's a special little guy. Anyway, so yeah, let's get this remote out here. I just want to take a look at the condition of the contacts on the remote. Okay, looks like the lid came off. They have a little bit of corrosion on them. It's not too bad. That side looks all right, but this side over here looks like it's got some corrosion. But I think the remote will still work. I don't think it's in very bad shape. However, the one of the button for the VTR/TV is broken. So I don't know if that happened in shipping, or I'm not really sure, because that wasn't. I don't remember seeing that in the photos. So it might have. I mean, I got tons of remotes, so I'm not really too worried about it. I've got a couple remotes that are not repairable that I could probably steal the button off of and get this one going. But yeah, it's not even staying. The back is not even staying on. So this remote has seen better days. Somebody has had tape on it at one point, looks like. Thought I seen some residue there. But let's go ahead and look at the back here. Now, the thing is I like to have machines that are either super beta or hi-fi stereo models. I prefer to have hi-fi stereo models or super beta hi-fi models. I typically don't want to keep mono machines unless it's something that's rare. Here we go. Okay. There's a number, so yep, SLHF 500. I can just look at a beta machine and tell you what model number it is. I don't even have to look at the model number. I can just tell you exactly what it is just by looking at it. I know almost every model number there is. I'm pretty good with Sanyos too. Toshiba's not so much, but all right. So this is I believe that's the serial number right there. So this is the 22,290th SLHF 500 that was made. And there's a little switch in the back here. You can put it on 60 hertz or 50 hertz. Well, you want to keep it on 60. And then it has a nice little plug in the back there. You can plug in. I can plug in another beta machine to it, which is what I'll probably do. Is I'll just use that to connect another beta machine to it, and it just goes straight through to the line cord. So the common issues with these models, the 300, the 500, the 600, the 400, the 900, they all suffer from voltage regulator issues. And it's an STK 5441. There was also an STK 5478 that would give trouble. But the 5441 is probably the worst one I've seen. That one always goes out. Once in a while, you'll have a 54. What is it? Yeah, STK 5441. There's a 5478. They're made by Sanyo. So those chips were made by Sanyo. I know I had a guy ask me a question, are they still making the voltage regulators? No, they haven't made these regulators in probably at least, I'm going to say 20, 25, maybe 30 years. So if you want to get a regulator, yeah, you can go on eBay and buy a voltage regulator. However, it may be a counterfeit. It may not be real. So there's certain markings that you want to look for to find out, okay, is it new old stock, or is it a bootleg? Is it something that somebody made and you put it in the machine and it lasts 2 seconds, or it could last a minute and then go out again. There's a lot of fakes. There's a lot of fake regulators out there. So you guys have to just be careful buying regulators off of eBay. But a lot of times what will happen is these things will have a clock display, but when you push the power, there's no power light. And that's an indication that the regulator has failed. And then also, if you go to put a tape in, it's not going to accept the tape. So if you've got no power light and it's not accepting a tape, that's more than likely the regulator. And sometimes it could be a problem where the regulator has completely went out and has completely failed and is not working whatsoever, and the power supply is completely dead. I've seen that happen too, where the power supply is completely dead. There's no voltages. Regulators do fail quite often. So, here we go, guys. I had a customer that bought a regulator off of the eBay, and he followed my instruction video, installed it, and he said it came on for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then the light went out. And he brought it to me, and I looked at it. I did some voltage tests, and I found that, yes, indeed, it was the regulator that was not supplying sufficient voltage. And I had a couple of regulators in my stock of parts, and I put a new regulator in it. And of course, my regulator, being a genuine new old stock Sanyo part, it worked. And the customer was like, no, I bought this regulator. It was new. I put it in. It didn't work. The light came on for like 10 seconds. And I said, no, what you got is a counterfeit regulator. I said, you didn't get a real regulator. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll actually they'll sell these things on eBay knowing that they're not good parts. There's a lot of dishonest people out there that will sell these bogus parts that are shit. They're no good. They're bootlegs. And that really pisses me off, because how many people fall for it? How many people don't really know how to tell if it's genuine or not, and they buy it, and then they put it in, they find out that it doesn't work. So anyway, I know a lot of people are coming in and then leaving, so I must be bored. I must be boring everybody. So anyway, yeah, this is it, guys. We'll do a repair video on this weekend, so it'll probably be I'll try to get the videos uploaded by Sunday. But yeah, I'll do a repair on this thing. We'll see what's going on with it. What I'd like to do is get it plugged in now and see if this thing will even fire on. So, let me get set up. I'm gonna pull my tray out here. Now let's make sure the power strip is on. There we go. And then we'll plug it in and see what happens. Just curiosity if this thing will even power on. Because when they say untested, usually it's because it doesn't work. Alright, let's get this thing plugged in here. I think I got enough cord here. Okay. Well, it's come on. Okay. Well, it is firing on. So next thing to do would be put a tape in. Let's see here. Do I have a tape? I believe I do. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It'll probably... Oh, there's a switch that's dirty. Oh, see that? It's not loading. So it just sits there and kicks it back out. Yeah, that's why they say untested. There's a switch down here that detects whether or not the tape has been inserted. And when that switch activates, then it will start the threading cycle. So it's not even threading the tape around the drum. It's not even detecting that there's a tape that's been inserted. I mean, it detects that there's a cassette inserted, but it doesn't detect that there's a tape inside of it. This will be an interesting one to work on. This will be fun. Well, at least it powers on. I was thinking that it was going to have a regulator issue, but this one appears to work, at least power-wise. Sometimes you can get the switch to activate, sometimes not. I may have to... I mean, obviously, I'll have to take this thing apart and clean the contacts on that switch, and I'll show you guys where the switch and stuff is on this thing. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do we'll end the video here, and then we'll do another video. We'll do a repair video, and get this thing opened up so that I can get into that switch and spray some contact cleaner in there. It may not be a switch, it may be something else, but that switch is definitely... I think the switch is not detecting that there's a tape inside, and that's why it's not completing the loading cycle. So, but at least the cassette housing is in good shape. Usually there's a broken plastic gear on the cassette housing. It's usually on the right-hand side. You know, and it could be, there might still be a problem with the power supply, because it could also be that it's not sending voltage to the motor that threads the tape around the drum. That could be as well. So we'll have to find out. We will find out what's going on, and yeah, we'll have to work on it. So this is going to be fun to work on. I'm definitely going to enjoy working on this. So make sure to stay tuned for that repair video, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.